Welcome back to English Boost Every Day, everyone. Today's episode is all about taking your English practice to the next level through interactive language exchanges. And guess what? You will learn 5 essential things you must do to unleash exchange power and boost your English fluency. I'm Michael, your host, and I'm thrilled to be here with our fantastic guest, Sarah, who's an expert in creating effective language exchange experiences. Let's jump right in.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to join you today. Language exchanges are a game changer. They allow you to practice English in real time with native speakers and fellow learners. In this session, we'll cover how to find conversation partners, overcome the fear of making mistakes, engage in effective role playing, and much more. Whether you're new to language exchanges or looking to maximize your practice, you're in the right place.
Let's kick things off with our first essential tip: finding the right partners for language exchange. Many learners struggle with locating conversation partners who are reliable and compatible with their learning style. Sarah, why is it important to choose the right partner, and what strategies can our listeners use?
Great question, Michael. The success of a language exchange largely depends on finding partners who share similar goals and are committed to regular practice. Start by exploring platforms like Tandem, Italki, or Conversation Exchange. Look for profiles that clearly state their interests, availability, and language proficiency levels. I suggest you reach out with a friendly introductory message outlining your goals and what you can offer in return. Maybe you're fluent in another language they want to learn. This mutual exchange of knowledge not only makes the conversation more engaging, but also builds a supportive network. Remember, quality matters more than quantity. So focus on establishing consistent partnerships rather than trying to talk to everyone at once.
That's an excellent point. Building a quality network is key. Now let's move on to our second essential tip: engaging in role playing scenarios. Interactive role playing can help you simulate real life conversations in a low pressure environment. Sarah, how can learners effectively incorporate role playing into their exchanges? Role playing is one of the most dynamic ways to practice speaking. I recommend starting with everyday scenarios such as ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions, or discussing hobbies. When you set up a role play session with your partner, agree on a scenario in advance. This way, both parties have time to prepare and research vocabulary related to the topic. As you act out the conversation, focus on using new expressions and idiomatic phrases. For example, if you're simulating a job interview, practice common questions and answers. This method not only builds your vocabulary, but also improves your confidence in handling real-world interactions. I love that approach. Role-playing really bridges the gap between theory and practice. Moving on to our third essential tip: overcoming the fear of making mistakes. Many learners hesitate to speak because they're afraid of errors. Sarah, what strategies can help our listeners overcome this fear and become more confident?
Overcoming the fear of making mistakes is absolutely vital for language growth. The key is to shift your mindset. View mistakes as learning opportunities rather than failures. One strategy is to set realistic expectations. Acknowledge that perfection is not the goal. Effective communication is. When you're in a language exchange session, try to relax and focus on conveying your ideas rather than on every single word being perfect. Additionally, choose partners who are patient and supportive. Many language exchange platforms have options for feedback, so ask your partner to gently correct you and provide suggestions. Over time, as you receive constructive feedback and see your progress, your confidence will naturally build, and the fear of mistakes will diminish.
That's such empowering advice. Embracing mistakes as part of the learning process can truly transform your approach. Now, let's dive into our fourth essential tip: maximizing practice with structured sessions. It's important to have a plan when you meet with language exchange partners. Sarah, can you share some tips on organizing effective practice sessions?
Certainly, Michael. Structured practice sessions can make your exchanges more productive and enjoyable. I recommend setting clear goals for each session. For instance, you might decide that today's session will focus on discussing your weekend plans or practicing vocabulary related to travel. Start with a warm up conversation to get comfortable, then move on to more specific topics or role playing exercises. Using prompts or questions can help keep the conversation flowing. It's also a good idea to review what you learned in the previous session and set objectives for what you want to achieve next. Keeping a shared journal or note document with your partner can be very helpful. This document might include new vocabulary, phrases, and feedback from your conversation. Such organization ensures that each session builds on the last and that your progress is continuous.
I completely agree. Having a structured plan really boosts the effectiveness of your practice sessions. And finally, let's talk about our fifth essential tip: leveraging expert insights and community support. Learning in isolation can be tough, so engaging with a wider community and seeking expert advice can really enhance your progress. Sarah, what are your thoughts on this?
Leveraging community support is incredibly beneficial, Michael. Join online forums, social media groups, or even local language meetups where you can share experiences, ask questions, and receive encouragement from fellow learners. Many of these communities also invite experts who offer tips on effective communication and practice strategies. Participating in group challenges or webinars can provide additional motivation and expose you to diverse methods of practice. The more you interact with others, the more you learn, not just about language, but about effective learning strategies too. Expert insights can help you fine-tune your approach, and community support can keep you motivated even on tough days. Remember, language learning is a journey best taken with others.
Let's quickly recap the 5 essential things you must do to maximize your language exchange practice. 1. Finding the right partners. Use reputable platforms and reach out with clear, friendly introductions to build a supportive network. 2. Engaging in role playing. Simulate real life scenarios to practice vocabulary and expressions in a safe environment. 3. Overcoming the fear of mistakes. Embrace errors as learning opportunities and seek patient, constructive feedback. 4. Structuring your sessions. Set clear goals, use prompts, and maintain a shared learning journal to ensure productive practice sessions. 5. Leveraging community and expert insights. Join language groups, participate in challenges, and seek advice from experts to continuously improve.
Exactly, Michael. By incorporating these 5 strategies into your language exchange routine, you'll not only gain fluency, but also build the confidence needed to communicate effectively. The beauty of interactive exchanges is that they offer real-time practice and immediate feedback, which are essential for rapid improvement.
Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to encourage you all to start putting these strategies into practice right away. Whether you're new to language exchanges or have been at it for a while, remember that consistent, interactive practice is the key to progress. Reach out, connect with others, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you practice, the more you grow.
Absolutely. Every conversation, every role-playing session, and every interaction brings you one step closer to becoming a confident English speaker. Embrace the process, and remember that building a supportive language network is one of the best investments you can make in your learning journey.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Sarah, and thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode and found these tips helpful, please check out our previous videos where we cover other essential aspects of English learning, such as speaking, listening, vocabulary, and writing. We update our channel daily with fresh, engaging content, so be sure to visit every day.
Yes, please remember to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode, like this video if you found it useful, and share it with your friends. Your support helps our community grow and inspires us to continue delivering innovative language tips and interactive practice strategies.
That's right. So, as you leave today's session, keep in mind these 5 essential strategies to maximize your language exchange practice. Find the right partners, engage in role playing, overcome the fear of mistakes, structure your sessions effectively, and leverage community support and expert insights. With these tools, you're well on your way to boosting your English fluency and confidence.
Keep connecting, keep practicing, And most importantly, enjoy the journey. The more you immerse yourself in real time language exchanges, the more natural and fluent your English will become.
Thank you again for joining us on Exchange Power. Boost your English with real-time language partners now. Don't forget to check out our previous episodes for more practical language tips. Subscribe for daily updates and share this podcast with your friends and family. Together, we're building a vibrant community of confident, fluent English learners. Goodbye, everyone. Stay motivated, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode with more exciting interactive language tips. Until next time, this is Michael, with Sarah by my side, signing off. Have an amazing day and keep unleashing that exchange power.